Hello, a very good morning. Welcome to this morning's edition of the News at 6, the mega news coming to you live from the 10th Avenue Extension, Greater Estate, Nungwa, Adugono. My name is El Samuels. First, the headlines.
VIP Opoku Agyeman commends Energy Minister for saving Ghanaians from doomsday. In business, CD exchange rates adjust from 10 cedis 88 pesos to 10 cedis 90 pesos per dollar. And on the international front, Uganda Army Chief denies allegation of assault on Bobby Wine's wife.
The news is also live on all our social media handle on MBN360, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. The details of the story: the Vice President, Professor Nana Jane Opoku Agyeman, has expressed satisfaction with initiatives taken by the Minister of Energy and Green Transition, John Jinapor, and his team to turn around the power sector from collapsing.
During a working visit to the ministry in Accra on January 27, the Vice President said she is happy that Ghanaians did not experience power cuts following the huge debts and the ailing sector the NDC government inherited in 2025. This is a good story. I remember when the results had been declared and we quickly went into all kinds of meetings, and I remember all the pressures, especially when we were learning the real situation that we had inherited and what needed to be done. Professor Opoku Agyeman recalled. The VIP said she is proud that all the interventions have yielded results, noting we were threatened with huge debts and power cuts even before we took over power.
This is a good story, Mr. Minister, and the benefit goes to everybody, the general public first, to all your 16 agencies, the directors, and us, the consumers of all the results of the efforts. We are very, very grateful. As my Chief of Staff explained, we are here to ensure that we are in every sector and every time working together. So we are here to congratulate you. We are here to encourage you. We are here to let you know that we have your back. We are here to let you know not only in the successes, but even in the challenges should they occur. In other words, we are in this together. I remember when the results had been declared and we quickly went into all kinds of meetings. And I remember all the pressures, especially when we were learning the real situation that we had inherited and what needed to be done. And poor minister was penciled in to take part in solving the problems. And Mr. Minister and your directors, you've done very well. You've made all of us proud. So all the things some of us learned when we were sitting in some of the manifesto committee meetings on upstream and downstream and all the streams, they are not paying off. And again, I'm very, very grateful. The interventions have really created the enabling results we're looking for. We had huge debts. We were threatened with power cuts even before we took over. And it wasn't an amusing situation at all. So all the suggestions that came, the strategies that came, and this is a time for us to commend our president for listening, for supporting, for being very, very positive, and for going along with the suggestions. You know, we are here to advance the welfare of our country. That's the primary responsibility and the primary reason why we are here. But we are also doing this through a president. So you need a certain person who can, you know, at least walk with you, not only halfway, but all the way. And we are very pleased to have a president who does that. And very, very able deputies and lieutenants who are making this happen. So we are very, very grateful.
The minority leader in Parliament, Alexander Afenyo-Marcus, has predicted that the National Democratic Congress, the NDC, is likely to have a messy flag-bearer race because leading figures are already crisscrossing the country in a campaign tour.
He said unfolding issues could cause a massive shakeup in the NDC and leave cracks. The minority leader wants the NDC to focus on what lies ahead of them and stop commentaries on the NPP's January 31 primary. The NDC is busy talking about us. What they have also forgotten is that they also have a leadership contest awaiting them. When it is not your turn, you say someone's house is on fire. There is even worse.
The NDC is busy talking about us. What they've also forgotten is that they also have a leadership contest awaiting them. And do also obi fieshe. Omo de nimpo de kankan kra. Sesi a obe hu no ase edun katia ose oko thank you to. Meanwhile no campaign. They are hu ni say Aisa aban e your own preferred candidate. Jubilee House for so omo candidate. O obedi flag bearer amomo na party no so one candidate nti enche bi ebedu omo so but the pese can say MPP there nyame ya adomo after 31st yan ye wo parliament ya wia taso se kwen bia so no ye de baako ye enka bom ebetai ne obewini n'echi na ye nyina ya boa e ma party na akone kan nti no NDC for mo ndwe omo no mo di omo fi asem Yanshwe Krana Ebia by mid this year, Omampei Mahama Eba Baye lame duck president. Because Obia pay to me, Usho Mumua, vice president, also Onusubedi president. And then I'm saying, Yeti say, Onu Afa Haruna, Idrusa and running mate. Yeti Yane say, chief of staff, Julius Debra, Onoso Namnokwai, Onoso be president Edi, Onoso, or say, ne running mate any fifi kwete yete a majority leader ono so onam ne baby onene ablakwa omoso yo mo permutation yenua finance minister ono so omose obedi president ono so prepare no running mate nti ade no atasa wo bebia Yenua Erikopoku ono agric minister one kasa wo ministry okra no sika esese omodi ma na wodi ye kwadwuma kro mo fama wo so be di president ono openi Erikopoku we hu the difference between opposition and government owo opposition na ni kati brofo akase and obedi minister sika odi be ye adwuma kra mpo no aya asema ma no ono so se obedi president NDC for there no ebe huhu nti omundi omufi asem na omunja ye de maye.
In other stories, engineer George Kofiatem, a former member of parliament for Amensia Central, has emerged as a leading contender for the position of Western Regional Chair of the National Democratic Congress, the NDC. Bringing to the contest over a decade of parliamentary service, strong party credentials, extensive professional experience in engineering, education, and governance.
Born on February 24, 1969 at Wassa Agona Amenfi in the Western Region, Honorable Arthur's political journey is rooted in long-standing public service and party activism. He served as MP for Amenfi Central from 2005 to 2017, completing 3 consecutive terms in Parliament, where he became known for committee leadership, policy depth, and institutional discipline. His academic background combines education, engineering, and governance. He holds a diploma in education with distinction in educational technology from the Presbyterian College of Education, a bachelor's degree in engineering technology, electronics and automotive option from the University of Education, Winneba, and a master's degree in governance and leadership from GIMPA. This multidisciplinary training underpins its technocratic approach to leadership and administration. Professionally, Honorable Arthur has worked as a teacher, engineer, electronics specialist, and construction professional. His career includes stints at Toyota Ghana, Anyasco Electronics, and Afrangwa Construction Limited, where he contributed to major road infrastructure projects across the Western and Western North regions. These roles have given him first-hand knowledge of regional development challenges, particularly in infrastructure, employment, and industrial growth. Within the NDC, his party credentials span grassroots organization and national engagement. He has served as General Secretary of the Impoho constituency, a member of the party's national communications team, and held several leadership positions during his student and professional life. His parliamentary committee work covered roads and transport, public accounts, defense and interior, agriculture, housing, employment and social welfare, among others. Notably, he served as chairman of the Defense and Interior Committee as a deputy ranking member of the Public Accounts Committee for over a decade. Political analysts within the party point to his combination of legislative experience, administrative competence, and regional development exposure as key qualifications for the Western Regional Chairmanship. Supporters argue that his deep understanding of party structures, coupled with his ability to coordinate across constituencies and stakeholder groups, positions him to strengthen party cohesion and electoral performance in the region as the NDC prepares for internal contest ahead of future national elections. Honorable Engineer George Kofi Arthur's profile reflects a candidate grounded in experience rather than rhetoric, one whose record in Parliament, party organization, and professional service aligns with the strategic demands of the Western Regional Chairman role.
Away from party matters, let's go straight away to the business desk, where the Ghana cedi in the last week of January 2026 is trading at 10 Ghana cedis 90 pesos to the greenback US dollar on the Bank of Ghana's interbank foreign exchange market.
Data released by the Central Bank on Tuesday, January 27, 2026, showed the dollar buying at 10 cedis 89 pesos and selling at 10 cedis 90 pesos. Other major currencies also recorded slight movements. The euro traded at 12 cedis 95 pesos buying and 12 cedis 97 pesos selling, while the pound sterling was quoted at 14 cedis 93 pesos buying and 14 cedis 94 pesos selling. At forex bureaus, however, rates were significantly higher. The dollar was being bought at 11 cedis 70 pesos and sold at 12 cedis 05 pesos, showing a much wider margin than the Bank of Ghana's narrow spread. The euro traded between 13.20 pesos and 14 cedis 10 pesos, while the pound ranged from 15 cedis 30 pesos to 16 cedis 20 pesos. These higher bureau rates reflect strong demand for foreign currency and limited supply, a trend often seen at the start of a new financial year. Meanwhile, the Bank of Ghana is expected to continue its interventions in the coming months to reduce volatility. Investors and traders will also be watching closely for how upcoming monetary policy decisions and external inflows could affect the cedi's performance.
Now let's move away from the business desk. Now we turn our attention to the international front, where Uganda military chief Muhoozi Kainerugaba on Monday, January 26, 2026, denied allegations by the opposition leader Bobi Wine that soldiers attacked Wine's wife during an overnight raid on their home.
Wine, whose real name is Robert Kyagulanyi, alleged troops broke into his residence overnight into Saturday in the Magere suburb of Kampala, assaulted staff and choked his wife, Barbara Kyagulanyi, forcing her to seek medical treatment. Wine, who has been in hiding following the East African nation's disputed presidential election, said he was not at home at the time. Kainerugaba, who is also President Yoweri Museveni's son, dismissed the accusations in a post on X, saying, "The army does not beat up women. They are not worth our time. We are looking for her cowardly husband, not her," Kainerugaba said, referring to Wine and his wife. Wine, a pop star turned politician, has accused Ugandan security forces of harassment since the January 15 presidential election, which President Museveni won with 71.6% of the votes. Wine, who finished second, has rejected the results, alleging fraud. It is unclear why the military is searching for him. Rights groups and the opposition have long accused Museveni's government of using the military to suppress dissent, accusations the government denies.
From the international front, we go straight away to join Eugenia Nasaba to bring us up to speed with the weather and its update from the NBN Weather Center in association with the Ghana Meteorological Agency. Good morning, Eugenia.
Good morning, El.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm good.
Right, so what's happening?
Okay, so the weather update is brought to you by the NBN Weather Center in association with the Ghana Meteorological Agency. The 24-hour impact-based forecast for Ghana is divided into 3 segments, which is the morning, afternoon, and evening. Moving on is the summary. Mist and fog patches will affect parts of the coastline, forests, and high grounds early this morning, resulting in poorer visibility. As the day progresses, sunny conditions alongside dry and hazy weather of varying intensity will persist over most places within the country throughout the forecast period, with the possibility of some cloud development over a few places within the coastal and inland areas from afternoon into the evening hours. Visibility is expected to range between 300 meters and 9,000 meters. Moving on, let's take a look at the temperature for the various sectors. The coast sector, minimum temperature is 24 degrees, maximum temperature is 33 degrees. Forest sector, minimum temperature is 20 degrees, maximum temperature is 37 degrees. Transition sector, minimum temperature is 17 degrees, maximum temperature is 37 degrees. Northern sector, minimum temperature is 20 degrees, maximum temperature is 37 degrees. Cold weather is expected during the night and early morning hours over the northern and transition sectors. Caution: motorists are advised to use fog lights and drive at safe speed due to deteriorated visibility. The public, especially in the northern sector, is urged to handle naked fires with caution due to the dry conditions to prevent fire outbreaks. Remember, we are still in the Harmattan season, so do not forget to put on your nose mask in order to contact any diseases or cold. This is where we bring the weather updates. This is the end of the weather updates. In association with the Ghana Meteorological Agency. My name is Eugenia Saba. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Eugenia, for bringing us up to speed with the weather and its updates. And any unforeseen changes, we hope you come back to us and then give us a heads up to it.
Exactly.
Thank you so much once again. And this is how we end this morning's Mega News at 6. Remember, the news was live in all our social media handles. But before we take leave of you, a recap of the headlines.
VIP Opoku Ajiman commends Energy Minister for saving Ghanaians from doomsday. In business, CD exchange rates adjust from 10 cedis 88 pesos to 10 cedis 90 pesos per dollar. And on the international front, Uganda Army Chief denies allegation of assault on Bobby Wine's wife.
My name is El Summers. For more news, log on to NBN 360. And don't forget to join us same time tomorrow. Coming up is a sports update.